Before we get started in today's new chapter, a brief understanding that this will contain a lot, and I mean a lot of information, as the manga is going to take a serious turn. As always, be sure to subscribe with the bell on. Quick flashback: in Jericho's childhood we see Jericho and his so-called friend Gabriel. Jericho, are you sure it will be okay? Yes, I'm sure it will be fine. I promise, brothers to the end we are. Mom won't take me away from you. I hope you're right. You were the only person who accepted me ever since I moved into Atlas. They both talked, and with it they hold each other's hands.
Back to the present time, Evelyn made Jericho lunch. "Here, love, I made you your favorite spice ramen," she says, but as soon as she enters the room, Jericho has been suffering from a sudden panic attack from remembering that scene from the past.
Meanwhile, the wolves enter Destiny's lair to confront her to make the deal. As they enter, the whole lair was nothing but girls, part of Destiny's gang. "Alright, Destiny, I'm aware you know why we're here, to make a deal. You let Dan battle with us, and in return anything you ask," Zack shouts. "Be careful what you fish for. If that's the case, all I ask is the death of the one who betrays," she shouts back. Suddenly she makes a heart with her fingers to Zenith, and suddenly starts talking to him about Jericho as if she is knowing something in secretive. And it's true, she knows something. The wolves don't, and so Zenith explains to her that no matter what happens to Jericho, I will always be there to save and stop him from whatever is bound to happen. "Tell me, Destiny, I beg you, explain to me about anything. Even if it's life-threatening, please. Why is everyone targeting Jericho?" Long ago, evil organization called the Mob took control of all of Atlas City. Drugs, crime, and murders. In late 1990, the leader of the Mob dispatched a spy. This spy was tasked with capturing young delinquents, slaving them in their wealth. For 1 month, trained, abused, and beaten to become the top delinquents of Atlas City. One of them luckily became a sole survivor, killed the spy, and took his place. The leader took a liking to him and allowed his actions to be done. So the boy dispatched the kids. That's now making Atlas how it is today, a city covered in the madness of delinquents. No one knows his name, so we address him as father. And the child he so-called claims is his son and dad, boy Kihara, the original Undead boy, was named Jonathan Pierce Renji. He was also known as the werewolf. Kihara was tasked to find the werewolf and bring him to father to take control of the system. It was though that Jonathan was going to be the next father, but he declined and vanished out of the system. But somehow Jericho gives off his vibes. It's possible father wants Jericho to be his successor, the next father. His eyes are the same, they never lie. Another thing about the werewolf, well,
"I leave that for you to figure out, Zenith," she explained with a grin on her face. Just as they are both making the deal and finding out more about everything of the underground of Atlas, Fang can be seen with a gun on his head as a strange man is looking down at him with disgust.
"My child, you bring him alive to me. If I find out you killed him, your family will die. No, go out there and plan the attack and bring Jericho Renji to me," the man demands with a gun on Fang's head.
Fang looks with fear in his eyes. "Yes, father, I will not disobey you. I promise. I praise to you. Please give me a chance."
Things are getting truly intense now in New Killings. We finally see how Atlas is what's behind the city's true history from years back. Could Jericho Renji be connected to the original werewolf delinquent Jonathan Pierce, and will father obtain his goal in controlling the underground with Jericho? One thing is for sure, the Wolf Gang must keep Jericho protected from this dark underground of Atlas, because if not, then all hell will definitely break loose in Atlas City. Find out next episode. Eyes of a Hound, where in a sneak peek will show the events before New Killings and show Jonathan